Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another video for y'all. And yo, tonight was the night I watched the season premiere of Dark Side of the Ring, and I just wanted to do like a review on this episode. So, yes, this episode, the season premiere of Dark Side of the Ring, and this is the new season. Yes, yeah, this episode is about Jeff Jarrett and the TNA. And here's my review on this episode. This episode is amazing. This episode is awesome. To keep it real with you, I didn't even know that Jeff Jarrett had started up the TNA. I didn't know that Jeff Jarrett was the one that was responsible for starting up Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. I never knew. I had no clue. So yeah, Jeff Jarrett, he started up the TNA because it seems like in the WWF, like he was going through like an issue. So it seems to me Jeff Jarrett, during the time when the TNA first started up, it seems like he wanted to give Vince McMahon some competition. So yeah, he started up the TNA, and like he ended up having like some success within the company, but then it's like later on when Dixie Carter had got involved, it kind of seemed that's when Jeff Jarrett started to like kind of go downhill. And you see, the thing about it is that, because I remember when they had changed the name from TNA Wrestling to, yeah, when they changed the name from TNA Impact to just Impact Wrestling, that's when Dixie Carter had took over. And I remember watching episodes on Wrestle Talk News, and they were saying some like bad things about Impact Wrestling. They were talking about some stuff about Impact Wrestling going out of business, and they were putting the blame on Dixie Carter. And I noticed that for the season premiere of Dark Side of the Ring, it seems like they hit Dixie Carter up for an interview, but she denied the interview. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because a lot of people do put the blame on Dixie Carter for the downfall of Impact Wrestling. But yeah, Impact Wrestling, it still existed because the thing about it, because right now, today, yeah, I mean, they went back to calling it TNA Impact. They don't even call it Impact Wrestling anymore. But yeah, Dixie Carter, because they were saying that she was mainly just a businesswoman that didn't really know anything about professional wrestling. But Dixie Carter, she gave Jeff Jarrett a call to like to have like a, I guess, like a storyline with Hulk Hogan. But yeah, see, the TNA Total Nonstop Action, that was Jeff Jarrett's company. Jeff Jarrett is the one that came up with the idea, but you see, Dixie Carter, she wanted to take over. Dixie Carter wanted to get the recognition. See, Dixie Carter, she's like the businesswoman, she's the entrepreneur, but at the same time, with her not really knowing anything about professional wrestling, a lot of people were putting the blame on her. And yeah, I see that like they got some new wrestlers. They got some new people to interview. They got Jeff Hardy. They interviewed Jeff Hardy. They interviewed Matt Hardy. They interviewed Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. They interviewed Awesome Kong. Well, yeah, her name is Kia Stevens, but AKA Awesome Kong. Like, Awesome Kong, as a female wrestler, she's definitely one of the GOATs. Yeah, like Awesome Kong, like she was the TNA Knockouts champion, and even she had talked about some stuff that went on with Dixie Carter. And they also interviewed the wife of Jeff Jarrett, the ex-wife of Kurt Angle, the wife of Jeff Jarrett, and about how, like how things were going with their relationship. But this new episode, this season premiere of Dark Side of the Ring was amazing, and I'm excited to see what's gonna be on the next episode, because it seems like the next episode is gonna be next Tuesday, and they're gonna like show part two of the story about Jeff Jarrett and the TNA. And yeah, Jeff Jarrett is a legend. He's a pro wrestling legend. I remember in the TNA, I remember the storyline, the rivalry between him and Kurt Angle. I remember one time he had challenged Kurt Angle like with the gold medal on the line because like he was doing promo talking about saying that he's better than Kurt Angle, and he challenged Kurt Angle with a gold medal on the line. I remember the rivalry between Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle, where Samoa Joe was talking about saying that if he loses to Kurt Angle, he's gonna like retire from pro wrestling. I remember when Samoa Joe defeated Kurt Angle for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. I also remember the rivalry between AJ Styles and Kurt Angle. See when the TNA, when they had Samoa Joe, when they had AJ Styles, when they had Sting, when they had Kevin Nash, when they had Scott Steiner, like when they had Booker T, Ric Flair, Jay Lethal. That was when the TNA was lit. The TNA was like one of the hottest in professional wrestling. That was when the TNA was lit. But it seems like when Dixie Carter came around, it just started to go downhill and everybody was putting the blame on her. But yeah, the season premiere of Dark Side of the Ring, amazing, on point. Dark Side of the Ring, this is one of my favorite shows. Like, this is definitely a show that you should definitely tune in if you're a wrestling fan like I am. But yo, just wanted to chat with y'all about the season premiere of Dark Side of the Ring. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. Love y'all.